Hey everybody, what's going on? Coach Ron Maver from First Mile Sucks. Welcome to week 2 of my weekly tips. I want everybody to watch this, but in particular for today, I want the fathers to pay attention. I spoke with my good friend Timmy White, and I was trying to come up with a Father's Day promotion, and we came back and forth. He's super talented with public relations stuff. I rely on him for a lot. Especially with this business going, we've been going back and forth, bouncing ideas off. So he came up with some Father's Day ideas to run for promotions. I came up with some Father's Day idea to run with promotions, and I was thinking about it on my run, and I decided to just scrap all that and just talk to people in general about goals and how important they are, and about losing ourselves in life. This could be a little longer than our usual tips. I may mess up a little bit here or there. I don't want this to be perfect. I want it to be shaky. I want it to be real. I want it to come from the heart. And when I was talking to Timmy, and with the approaching Father's Day coming, there's always a little sense of sadness for people like myself. I don't want to speak for Timmy, but I know he lost his father also. So there is some sadness too that comes with Father's Day. I lost my father to heart disease, which is never easy. One of the reasons I got back in shape is that I didn't want my kids to go through the same pain that I went through. But anyway, the point of the story is that I find people in general, especially as men, if we sit around, if you talk, if you have beers, a lot of times you tell your kids about those good old days when you were conquering the football field, or you were the sports hero, or you could run a 6-minute mile, or you could do this and you could do that. And it got me thinking about, as we get older, we stop doing that, and we kind of lose who we are as people, and what we do as men in particular. And it makes me think that, when we talk back on those days, the reason that we like them so much is that those days we had goals, we had accomplishments. So why can't we do the same thing now? I mean, we're getting older, but why can't we make those glory days now? Why can't we revert them back now? Why can't we look for goals and things that make us feel good with accomplishments now? For instance, if you're talking about in high school, I scored 50 points. That's awesome. But what have you done lately to reconnect with that person that you were in high school? I mean, I don't expect you to go out and score 50 points, but could you set a small goal for yourself? Like, just join a men's basketball league, obviously when this pandemic ends. Too many times we're just complacent and happy to sit down and watch sports and watch people accomplish things. But when you accomplish something yourself, it may not, you're selling yourself short by not setting goals and doing things. You may not be the superstar you were in high school, but you know what? If you join a men's league and you go play basketball for an hour, that's an hour of your time that you're investing in yourself. That's a beautiful thing. It's gonna make you become a better person. It's gonna make you become a better father. It's gonna make you happier. It's gonna make you reconnect with that person that you really are. I remember when I ran my first marathon, a lot of emotion comes out of it. And it's not about that 26 miles. It's about the 6 months to a year before that. When I sat there, I told my wife, I'm going to run a marathon. I'm going to get back in shape. And then, you get teared up, you get filled up with emotion. But it's not about the 26 miles. It's about the hundreds of miles that you put in before that. It's about accomplishing a goal. I always remember something. I was sitting there in bed that night, and I was in a ton of pain. I didn't properly post-race. I didn't properly hydrate. Everyone was over, and I was in pain, but it was a good pain. I remember laying there, and I told Danielle that I did it. I fucking did it, and that no one could ever take that away from me. And that's what I want people to experience. I mean, whether through sports, or if you just set a goal of losing 10 pounds and you do that. I mean, obviously, selfishly, I want you to do it through running and connect with me through the business. But I want you to for fathers, you owe that to your kids, to be the best person that you could be. And that means being physically able to compete with them, to hang out with them. You owe that to yourself, and you owe that to your kids. You have to be selfish. You have to set an hour or so a day for yourself, and do something with it, something that you like, whether it's running. I mean, it takes you away from your family for an hour, but you know what? The other 23 hours of the day, you're a better person for it. You bring yourself back to that happy teenager. You have those goals, those examples, and you have something you can work for. So, for this Father's Day, if you've been thinking about it, again, just I'll be happy with any of my friends who decide to be the best person they can and get back in shape in some form. We owe that to ourselves, especially you see with COVID. A big thing is obesity, diabetes. We owe it to our kids to be as healthy as we can. I mean, listen, it's a big reason why I changed my life around. I didn't want, my father died of heart disease. He was probably preventable. He didn't take the proper measures. He didn't lose the weight that he had. He was a beautiful person, and we got sold short with that. And I don't want to do that to my kids. I mean, if I get cancer, if I get something, and there's nothing I could do about it. People get sick, people die. It's terrible. But I'm going to do everything I can to fight against that, and I want you guys to do that too. So as we come upon Father's Day, I implore you to, if you're not sure where to start, if you're embarrassed, if you don't know where to begin, I strongly recommend a running program. It's really the basis for anything. If you do want to join that men's basketball league, you're going to have to be in shape to run up and down the court. If you want to join a flag football league, a soccer league, anything you want to do, the bottom line is you're going to have to start running again. And if you're going to get a gift for yourself this year, I mean, again, listen, a bias here, but if you're going to get a gift to yourself, get the gift of life, of health. Sign up for a running program, get a coach, get yourself back on track, especially now with the summer. The kids, a lot of the activities are shut down for the summer. All our kids play sports. My kids aren't playing sports. They'll be starting up slow, but you have more time now than ever. You have more free time now than ever. All you need is about an hour a day, 3-4 times a week to get back in shape and set that goal for yourself. Reconnect with that person who you are. Find your purpose, make you happy again. It's so important, and that should be your gift to yourself on Father's Day. So instead of running a promotion, running anything, I implore all the fathers out there to get a gift for yourself. Give the gift of happiness back to yourself. Just go for it. Sign up for a running program. Get yourself off the couch. Start small. Talk to other people I've worked with. It always starts small. It seems like it's unattainable, but I just had a girl I've been working with text me that she just ran 2 miles for the first time in a long time. She feels that joy. I want you guys to feel that joy again. I want you to reconnect. I want you to set a goal. It's so important. I want you to make yourself happy again. Be the best version of yourself that you can be. So, once again, hire. If you do anything for yourself this year, hire. Try it for a month. If you don't like it, you can go back to laying on the couch. But you owe it to yourself. If you don't want to do it, or ladies, if you're a wife, a mother, you see your son, anybody who's just gotten depressed and gotten out of shape during this time, or has lost himself, and you miss that fire that you used to have, that fire that burns, I guarantee you will get that fire back by reconnecting with who you are. You want to be that guy who's bragging about doing stuff again. The best thing you could do is sign up for this running program, sign up for a race, and put it out there on social media. Don't put it out there as a bragging, right? You're not putting it out there to brag. What happens is when you put it out there, you're held accountable. So now if you tell somebody you're doing a race in 10 weeks and they look around and they know you're coming up, and if you keep posting about it, people are going to ask you, people are going to say, hey, is that race coming up? That's it. You're now held accountable. If not for yourself, then you don't want to tell other people that you quit. It doesn't make you feel good. So once again, look to hire a running program, or do it for yourself. If not, do it for somebody in your life. That's my week 2. Happy Father's Day. You can find us at fmsrunning.com. We're also on Facebook at FMS Running. We're on Instagram at FMS Running, and we're on YouTube now at First Mile Sucks Running. So once again, sign up, get some gear. Happy Father's Day, everybody. I'll see you guys during the week, and be good to yourselves. Thanks. Bye.